YouTube Tuesday from Barnabas Junction, brought to you in association with the Model Railway YouTube community group, MRYCG, connecting the Model Railway community together. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Just search for MRYCG.
Hello and good evening everyone. I'm just hoping that the audio is working, so we'll double check that it is. Yes, it is. And also what I want to check, yes, and it's clear. I've got to change a camera this time to improve the audio quality, because I think the microphone settings on the other camera, which is here, the second camera, it's got issues, so I'll be looking into that. Anyway, well, straight away, Owen, thank you very much. Straight away, Owen, you will get for that moderator for this evening. There you go, Owen. Right, so let's have a look who's in here. Wow, loads of you already. So Owen, Anthony, thank you for joining us. David Atkins, Nathan DeLacy, Andrew Statorius, Lee's here, LNER 1946, Merthyr Central, that's Martin. Hello Martin, how are you? Chris Hales, well done on your prize, Chris, from Anthony's stream. J94, Wroxham Junction, Langton Road. Wow, so much, I can't keep up with the chat. Benton Road, glad you're here. To be honest, I'm going to make you a moderator for today. Particular reason why, and you should know, because that's what I did promise for this week. March West Junction, David Cook, Les Gilpin, Jeff Hammond, Flint Hills Engage, Rachel Minnie Weston Junction, New Durham Junction's here. Crikey, the wife, if he carries on like this, we'll have to invent his own GIF. No, you don't want my face in the chat. Traitors Gate, hello. Wow, I did send you the platform kit, didn't I? Yes, you did, but that's not the kit we're looking at today. We're looking at a particular kit. Now, Benton Road, who is here, and I've just made him a moderator, he did ask me to do a review on some of his kits, and I intend to. So for today, which I promised last week, we have got his small warehouse kit. Now this is currently a free download that he's supplied, and here it is. It's printed out, so it comes in various sections, various pieces. So I don't know if we'll get the opportunity to complete this today. So there's 3 sheets there, each with different bits, and I'm going to be doing this completely without instructions because I've actually forgot to download the instructions. So we have tar to secure it to, we have glue, we have knife for cutting, and we have the ruler. So fingers crossed this will work because I haven't a clue if this is going to. Apologies Benton Road for not downloading the instructions. If you want to post links to this kit, please do so, and please, if you can, post a link for the instructions. That would be a great help actually, because I'll bring the instructions up on another screen. So this may go right, this may go wrong. Well, we won't know until we try. There we go. He's just posted a link for the website with the information. Thank you very much, Benton Road. So how is everybody doing? How is everyone's week been? It's gone past with quite we've gone with a flash this week. It only feels like yesterday that we were doing last week's episode. And one thing I can say is this is the episode 8, and this is, we can have a little party because this is more episodes than I did ever in series 1. Because series 1 only ran for 7 episodes. It was supposed to be for 10, but I ended up finishing it on 7. But this is episode 8 of series 2, so we are now officially one step ahead of series 1. Get on with the garden railway. I haven't got a garden railway. What's everyone saying? Hi, hi, hi. Everyone's saying hi to each other. Good evening. Moreland Model Railway. Andy, hi. The instructions have some issues that I'm still fixing, but I will help to guide. They will be up tomorrow once fixed. Okie dokie. So what we'll do is we'll go with the flow and we'll see how we go. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. So I'm looking at this now. And I'm thinking, as far as I can gather, that I pretty much just glue the entire thing down onto card and then just cut it out. That's my theory on this. So if I look at these, I'm going to look at the main. We'll start off with the base. Cut the main walls and base out first. Thank you very much. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to point the camera down so you can actually see what I'm doing while I'm talking to you, so you don't have to look at my ugly mug. Right, I've got to cut this out without trying not to cut out anything else that I shouldn't cut out, and it helps if the blade's not is actually good because it's just torn the paper. So I'm going to turn that blade round before we go any further. I know it is a new blade. Just double check on that. So we get a new blade actually. Total new blade. I should have done this before we started, shouldn't I? There we go. That's the new blades. Come on, out you come. So it's always good to start with a new blade, isn't it? There we go. Oh, actually there's 2 there. I don't want to. So yes, always advisable when building kits, make sure you've got a nice fresh blade, unlike me, starting with a damaged blade, as not to then damage your cut. Okay, Morse code going on in the background, or was it Woody Woodpecker? So I am not looking particularly at the chat. We got that better. get the second light as well, actually. Get a better light. Right, so there's the base. Flatten them bits out. Just trim that little bit off where it damaged it. But I shouldn't worry. There we go. Right, so we've got the base. And it says cut the walls out as well. So we've got plenty of walls. So this is a build and a review, so it's to see how good the build is. If you're at all interested in any of these kits, then make sure you check out Benton Road website, which is previously posted in. I'll do that one as well. So what I'll do is I'll just take that to the end so I can trim that out. He has got a few sample kits to be going on with for you to try out, and he's got a few kits also that he does charge for the download, just a minimal fee just for his time and effort that he puts into these, which from what I've seen, just looking at these prints and the designs, is absolutely brilliant. You can see this, he's done really well in producing these, and he is working on many other kits as well, so I'm sure we'll see more in the future. Right, so I don't need any more of that just yet, so what we'll do is we'll finish off putting these out. Let's just tilt that camera down a little bit more. There we go, how's that? Okay, so we got that one there, so place that down and trim across the top of this one. That one to one side. So I'm going to this is going to be a speed build at the same time, because obviously I don't want to be holding on to you for many hours, sitting here watching me build this kit. Okay, so let's dispose of those in the bin, and we've got another couple of walls here. Really what I should do is done in true Blue Peter style and had two, so one that was already pre-cut out, really, shouldn't I? Every piece, that would have saved a lot of time. And I think with that being a piece of wall, I can only assume we need to trim that out as well. So let's place that to one side, and I'm not sure about those pieces as of yet, so we'll come back to them. So let's just sort these out. Let's place that to one side. One thing I'll say straight away, Benton Road, what I would recommend is maybe putting some small numbers next to each piece on the printouts, so people have got an idea, and then you can put the numbers in the instructions on the order maybe for people to in what order to cut out comparing to the instructions. But never mind, we're going on. It's fine. This is good. This is fine. So we've got our sections here. I think I've got them all. They are the wall trim or edge coverings that can be cut to size, but the height has already been included. Right, okay, so I'll come back to those a little later on then. Don't cut the roof out. Don't cut the roof out yet, but the roof triangle. What do you mean? Those triangles at the top, either end, which we'll do very shortly. So what we need to do, I can only assume, is we need to, where it says cut out there, and cut out if adding doors there. Now I can only also, I'm seeing going through ideas here, it does come with 2 sets of doors, so 1 set for either end. So I think what we'll do, for the sake of this, I think what we'll do is we'll actually cut out both of those doors, and we'll have both sets of doors in this. So it says there, cut out if adding doors. I'll leave cutting that out until I've glued it down onto the card. So, no, the blue triangles cut out and glue onto card. Rightio, okie dokie. That's those that he's on about, those blue triangles, cut them onto card. They are blue, they look a bit grey, but they are like a light blue. So the base has got to go onto card. Let's see what's the best way to maximise usage of the card. I think we're good to go there. Right, so we can make use of 1 piece of card for all those. So we'll start off with the base then. So we're going to glue the base down. Now for this I'm just using Brit stick. Recyclable as well. Made from 90% natural ingredients, this one. Okay, so now these are just printed on standard white paper that you can get from any stationery shop, and then printed out on the home printer. Now I did print these out not on high quality print, so they might not look 100% brilliant due to the print quality that I selected on my printer. So please bear that in mind. Oh, that's gone down really well, actually. That's actually gone on quite well. So what we'll do now is we'll do the rest. This is purely to see what the finishing touch would look like, see what the finished build would look like. Stick that one down. There you go. That's gone down nicely. I'll put that way up. Okay, that's that one done. I just need a little bit more on that edge there. There we go. Now what I will do is, before I start cutting them out, I'm just going to double check that they're all stuck down properly, especially around the edges. We'll place that right on the edge there. There we go. Nice and flat. Now let's check they're all stuck down nicely. It would look like they are. So there we go. That's them parts all stuck down. Now we cut out. Now I don't particularly need the ruler for this because I'm just going to use the edge of the print to cut them out. I say it's good having a nice sharp blade because it's going straight through the card. There we go, there's one. And cut out. Two. Right. Another one. Now this is, in my opinion, might be slightly difficult. I might have to use this actually, because the base is very much the same colour as the card. That's purely, oh, that's it, that's better. There we go. And the base. Just cut that bit off. Now then, should have put them right to the edge, but that was my mistake. I'll catch up with the chat in a moment. Cutting out is not really going very well here. There we go. Just pull them bits off. Keep that piece. So you can cut some little bits out on that. And then we have another piece. And that piece. So we now have all on card, ready to build. I'll lower the camera down a little bit more for you. There we go. There you go. You can see what I'm doing better now. So let's have a look at chat. Andrew Class 374, hello, good evening. Route 7 Railway, hi Steve. Thomas Lewis, evening to you. Right. So, I'm trying to remember what it actually how it looked now. Do we need that there? Okay, so I'm just going to separate that. Separate that, take that off, don't need that. Right, so we've got the sections. Sections. Yeah, okay. Right. Now then, how do these go together? That is a good question. So I presume we've got some bracing sections, or we can make our own braces to go in between. There's nothing to say, so we need to create some bracing sections for joining these together. I'm not sure which piece. I presume that's front and that's back. Yeah, that's got to be front, that's got to be back. Yeah, okay, so that's that. And either end. Hello Gary, good evening to you. Cut the white triangles off the sides. Like so. And where's the other one? There it is. And another one. Oh, just missed a little bit of white on the top of that one. There we go. And there's the other end. Okay. So we've got the main building. Ooh, let's place that together. And straight away I can actually see this is looking good. Very good. So main building. Ooh. There we go. Okay, thank you very much, Benton. I'm going to get me Boston. Where is it? Me Yoo-hoo glue for these. There it is. This stuff is always the best stuff for gluing card together. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to create some of my own bracing pieces. So there's a number there, selection of brace pieces to glue these together. Now, are those both the same on either side? No, one's different from the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up the website and have a look at which way around they go. There's the platforms. There we go. Right, so if those of you haven't seen, this is his website, downloadable kits, and have a nosy through. Straight away, there's the one that we're building today, and you can actually see that there. And I'm looking now for the picture of that kit. So downloadable kits, yeah, we're on the right page. Okay, still looking now. Right, okie dokie, instructions, yeah. So it doesn't necessarily matter on the walls. Jason, before you glue it all together, you need to cut out the cutout white section. Yes, I'm going to do that next. Just checking which way around everything goes. Okay, so yeah, as you said, cut out the likes of the window, the door, and the big roller door that's here. Should we bring you in a bit closer? There we go. How's that? How's that? So you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm trying to keep it as straight as possible when I'm cutting. And we'll do all the down sections. Now, making sure we don't cut too far with this one, because this is a window and it's not a full cutout. Oh right, thank you very much, Benton. Just pictures for reference is absolutely a good idea. I know I've seen pictures already, but I can't remember where I've seen them. Okay, so there's the window cut out. Now finish the door off. Also, I suppose you can use these little offcuts as well as bracing, which is what you find a lot with many of the other kits that are out available on the market. There we go. So the likes of that, I could actually use that as a bracing piece if I wanted to. So there you go. That one's cut out ready. I will just check the others, make sure there's no more cutting out. Yeah, we've got to cut that one out as well. We'll place that to one side. And we are doing a rear door. I can only assume actually, if you weren't doing a rear door, that's what that would be to do, would be to fill in there. That's all I can think off the top of my head. But I may be wrong, but I'm sure we'll have a look in a moment. Yes, that's correct, he's just said. So what I could have done is, instead of having that stuck on there, if I could have got that piece there and actually glued that over that, and it would have given me a full wall. But I want to do the rear door, so I'll keep that as spare, just like I'll keep these as spares as well. Okay, so we've got one door, we've got the floor, and we've got the end sections all trimmed out. So let me just have a look at what he sent. Just waiting for it to appear. Where did you send them to? I'll just wait for that to appear. It's not come through yet, Jack. Benton Road. So, what to do next? Ah, they've just appeared. There they are. Yes, that's the picture. I remember now. That's the picture I did see. Okay, so he's advised just doing something like that as a brace, and that's exactly what I plan to do, although it's with a slight modification. We'll work on that. But yeah, he mentions on about having a jig. You see there, he's got a 90-degree wooden jig to keep him at the right angle. And in fact, let me just, so I don't have to keep coming back to it, save that. And save that. Rotate. So there's the kit. It's completed form, and another one of his kits that he's currently been working on. So you get the idea of how it's going to develop, fingers crossed, and we'll work on that. So as you can see, you can put the building in any position that you want on the baseboard, on that. But as you can see, he's put it to one side there. You can put it central on the opposite side, closer to the front if you want to. So what we'll do is I'll just keep that there for reference. So I'm going, because I haven't got a jig at hand, not to worry. What I need to know now, it's the one with the doors goes at the front, with the window goes at the front, one with the single door goes at the back. So let's make some jigs. Now this is simply all I do, not some jigs, sorry, some braces, and we need 2 per corner. So I'll be making, probably make these a bit, no, actually, what we got, 2, 4, we've got 6, need another 2. I can make, in fact, hang on a second, because that's really thin, that one is, and that one is there. We'll go with the 2 end sections to start with, and we start with that one on the end of there. So this is what I do, and this is where it gets lovely and messy. So all I do on the back of the these, bit of glue, and then it goes everywhere, and just basically stick that on there like so, and making sure it's like that, which one, make sure we got the right one, and stick it on and make sure it's right in the corner like so. Now you can add extra bracings afterwards. You need to get your initial bracings on just literally to hold it in place, and I'm quite happy with that. That's actually going quite well. Simple as that. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave that one to dry for a moment, and we're going to do the same with the opposite end. Nice big piece. In fact, we'll probably get 2 pieces on this actually. In fact, no, we won't. We'll just stick with the... no, we'll put one big piece on for now, and then we can always put a smaller piece on afterwards. There we go. And there's the second one. So we'll just give a moment for those to dry. Let's move the camera back a bit. There we go. This glue is just absolutely fantastic for card. Let's have a look at chat. How's everyone? Who we got? Any? Oh, hello, John Warner, Elven Home. Thank you for joining us as well. How many? Who else have we got here? Anyone else new? St Mary's Church Model Railway. Good evening to you. Thank you for joining us this evening. Andrew Class 374. I like the kit. Yeah, I do. I saw that kit. As soon as I saw this particular shed, I thought, wow, that actually looked really good. Hollybrook Junction, good evening. How are you? Just sent you an email again, Jason. Right, so let's have a look. What have you sent me now? Oh, wrong button. Some instructions. Oh, right. Okay, let's have a look. Ah, right. Okay, they're for the platform ones. Fantastic. Yes, I'll have a look at those as well. They aren't the instructions. They aren't the instructions, but these will help. All right, so it gives an idea of how the kits go together. Fantastic. Thank you very much. So yeah, let's go back to that then. So I know that for reference. Simo Trains MRS, good evening to you. Thank you for joining us this evening. So yes, we carry on with these. Now what we need to do is obviously join these together at the perfect right angles. Now, because we've got the likes of the thin edge there, we obviously can't use a proper brace, but we can use one, smallish one, just across this top section here, just to hold it in place, and then afterwards we can add a dab of glue down the edge just to hold it in place, if you know what I mean. So I'll get one of these and I'm going to cut one into 2 smaller strips, just measuring how, yeah, if I go straight down the middle. Okay, so smaller strips, and they, yes they do. Let's check both sides. Yep, that fits nicely. So now we'll use the smaller strips to bond the opposite sides together. Again, simple glue on them. Place them. Let's take away this out of the way for a moment. So let's make sure that bends right round. And stick that in place. Now what I've done is these end sections, I put them on the inside of the far walls and not the outside. So far, so good. And I will straighten it up now. This is where obviously he mentions having a jig would be beneficial. But this glue should be adequate at holding everything together, and say we can add extra bits of glue when we need to. For the time being, can I use these as the instructions please? Feel free, yes, feel free just to share this video out, video instruction of this kit being built. Not a problem. Say it's a review as well as a kit build, and I'm actually enjoying this. Just making sure it's almost straight, but by the time we stick it actually down, that'll be perfectly straight. So you can see now it's starting to take shape, the overall design, and it's not too bad actually. There we go, it's pretty much in a straight line. So I'm just going to take you back up there so you can get a further distance view. There we go. So there you go, that's so far first bracing gone on, and we'll just wait for that. And while we wait for that glue there just to harden off a little bit, we'll have a look at the next section, and that will be, if you could advise, I would say it's got to be either the roof or the inner door. I think what we'll do is I'm going to cut the doors out, and I presume the door, Jack, I presume the door has to be cut out to the whiter line around the edge. Don't cut the door out, cut the box out around the doors, because that's got to secure to the inside of your kit. Okay? Now, as I put that bracing in, you'll part of this dooring will need to be trimmed a little bit because where the bracing is, but that's not a problem. That's a workaround. I'll find a way of working around that. So there's one of the doors. Let's turn off a little bit. There we go. And we'll take that off. And now we'll put the roof out. So we've got it cut out ready. Probably not. It's not being cut out at the right time, but at least once it's cut out, it's cut out. I'll move that out of the way. I don't need that. Now, I have got a few channels to be doing some shouting out about today for you. First of all, I'd like to say well done to everybody for going over to Traitors Gate and subscribing to him. He has passed now the over 100 subscriber mark, which is absolutely fantastic. He is very, very proud of the fact that you've all taken the opportunity to subscribe to him. And it's a fantastic channel. He sorted out his recording issues. He's got everything hunky-dory now there. I just remembered I've missed the bottom of that door off. Now I'm just going to check on something, because one of the channels I want to talk about I have briefly talked about before, but I want to talk about it again because I just want to do something extra special just for him. Right, here he is. Yes. Now I have spoke about this before, and I know he's here in the chat, and I'm going to make him a moderator because I'm going to be talking about his channel, and I'm sure we'll see him pop up with his moderator status in a moment. And that is very welcome, Gary, indeed. That is, thank you for Traitors Gate there, very proud, and thank you, Jason, for all of you, indeed. That's what it's about. YouTube Tuesdays, sharing your channels out. So anyway, so we've cut that door out, place that to one side, and we'll get the other door now. And when he pops up in chat, I will mention this channel, which shouldn't be very long. So everyone, chat away, comment away, see if you've got the blue spanner as your name. Let's see some chatting going on. He is here in the chat because I can see a comment from him from before I made him a moderator for this episode. I've got an invisible spanner. Is that good? What's the drink tonight? Unfortunately, I've got a can down there, but I have got one open. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring it up with me, but not to worry. I'm not dry yet with my throat. I can always open this other one down here. J49 testing. No, it's not me, he says. Just checking on those. That's fine. So let's get that glued down. Just updated the website with your video and instructions. Thank you very much, Jack. I'm going to say these are the I wouldn't say the instructions, but my way of doing them. So that's very kind of you. Not necessarily the right way, but maybe it is. But it's great how these kits, simple kits, but excellent kits. What did you use to make the drawings, Benton Road? Ah, now that would be giving away the secrets. Simo D, good evening. Watch a Class 25 driver training on the North Yorkshire Moors Railway. The station was empty. Well, if you want people to see me building this, Benton, if you want to see people building this live, spread the word out that I build one of your kits. Spread it around the community. How thick is the card I'm using? Good question. Benton has advised 1mm thick, so I can only assume that this is either 1 or 2mm thick. I am absolutely unsure. But these are spare pieces of card that I've got with kits from Scale Model Scenery, and this is just a small selection. I've got a lot, so I've got plenty of card to be going at. So it's either 1 or 2mm. Don't quote me. If you want to know, have a look at the card that comes with Scale Model Scenery kits. You'll probably find your answer will be there. But yeah, it's either 1 or 2mm. Chris Hale saying 1.5mm. That's in the middle. Thanks. I have a building that I was going to build based on photos, but the perspective on the photo means it's not square. So we'll do a drawing instead. Yeah, I bet I'd use an arc because I'm struggling to see the roof against the colour of the card. Let's do it that way. Now, talking of roofs, did anyone see my social media post about the Nightwing kit? The diesel refueling point? If you haven't, go check out my Facebook page or wait and see. I like Jason's live Tuesday stream. He's posted. So he's got. You have a idiot that's giving you a thumbs down. Well, it doesn't matter. Every thumbs up or thumbs down is an interaction. I don't care. Everyone can put thumbs down for all I care. So all they've done basically is given YouTube an analytic interaction which will promote my video on YouTube. Never care if you've got a thumbs down or thumbs up, because they both mean exactly the same thing. They are just a visual interaction for the viewer. That is it. They do nothing for your YouTube channel apart from create an interaction for your statistics on your channel. So if you get a thumbs up interaction or a thumbs down interaction, they're exactly the same thing. Okay, so there we go. We've now got the doors. We've now got the roof. Looking good, liking it a lot. What else have we got? So we've got the roof trusses as well. We've got them. That's for the boards. So I think, if I'm right, everything else that's remaining on the sheets now are just advertising and safety boardings to go up. Yes, I am correct. I am correct. So we'll come to that in a moment. Right, let's back to this. That's looking quite sturdy actually. So what I'm going to do, look at that, how strong that is. It's lopsided because I think it's time to place it on the base. Right, which is the front? That's the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this. Let me have a look at the photograph. I just need to know how he's put it exactly at the side. Don't glue the corner covers onto card. Corner covers? Oh, you mean those? Yes, that's those there. They are literally to wrap around the edges to hide the seals if you feel that you need to do them. Right, so he has put it right to the edge on his picture. So let's do exactly the same. Okay. So this is the interesting bit, is making this stick down exactly where I want it on the board. My hand is shaking. I could use some strengthening supports to actually hold it down on the board, possibly. As it's sealed, I think I will. So I'm going to get a couple more these. I'm going to make them into thinner ones. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick them like that and down to the board, just to hold it in place. I can always remove it later. What's he saying there? Don't glue the corner covers yet, but glue the roof onto thin card like a cereal packet card. Well, I've glued it onto the same card as this. Okay, so let's place that there. Now, I just need to get that in the right place, which is there. Yep. Oh, this glue's lovely and stringy. Oh, you just love Yoo-hoo glue. Gets everywhere. Just like so. So we're just internal braces. Now, if you were leaving this open, you wouldn't necessarily need to worry about, because you could actually cover over them braces, or you could put them in the middle area, right in the far corner, and then maybe put some cabinets or something up on them. So that's to hold that in place, and then once that is dried just that little bit, I'm just going to move it in to the board a little bit, so we've got a bit of an edge. There we go. So I've just decided to move it in. There is like a ridge on the board, which I'm actually using now. I think you can see on the print there. Is it too bright? You can just see, there we go, in the shadow there. You can see like a ridge. That's like a paving ridge. So I'm using that as the edge of the building, which I think is a very good idea. Yep, I'm happy with that. So just making sure they're nice and stuck down. Hit the thumbs up button and maybe subscribe to someone in this chat. Indeed, that's what it's about. Right, so anyway, we're talking about, good evening Jeff, you're not late, you're never late, you're always here, so you're always on time. So, Anfield Road layout in the loft. That is the channel I briefly want to talk about again, purely because his subscriber count. If anyone doesn't know, he's on 196 subscribers. Let's get subscribing to it. Anfield, can you please post a link to your channel into the chat? I want to see him get over 200 subscribers in the next 5 minutes. It's up to you, chaps. Get subscribing. If you like your scratch building, if you like a little bit of banter, you like a laugh, you like to enjoy seeing somebody really got his heart and soul into his model making, then get over to Anfield Road Layout in the Loft and subscribe to his channel. Yes, you are a mod. You have the spanner. You do have a spanner. And while we think about it, let's have a look. Benton Road, how many do you have? 128. Right. Benton Road, can you also post your link to your channel? If you're liking this kit, and you're liking the things that I'm building right now, then make sure you subscribe to his channel, Benton Road. He does show some great videos on there already. 128 subscribers. He wanted a hammer, Jason, not a spanner. Yes, Lee does like his hammer. Been busy as usual, 3D printing. Yes, Jeff's been doing some more 3D printing, and we've got some more kits of jumbo lane printings to show to you very soon. Post a link to your YouTube channels, please. Benton, in fact, I think Owen's just done it there. So make sure you subscribe to Benton Road's YouTube channel. He's on 128 subscribers on my screen right now. And I will go back. Let's go back to Anfield Road. Let's see, how many does he have? Wow, there we go. He has just hit 200 subscribers. There you go, simple as that. Well done, Lee. Well deserved. I'm already with Lee. I am also. And don't forget, watch a few. Make sure you watch some of their videos. Otherwise, YouTube will boot you off. And make sure you click the bell and select all. Not just click the bell, as you'll only get some notifications. Click the bell and select all. 200 subscribers. Well done, Lee. Highly deserved. 202 now. Wow. So let's go back to Benton Road. Benton Road, you're climbing already. 129. He's just had one more subscriber there. Let's see if we can get Benton Road up to 150 at least. Aberholt Junction, good evening. Welcome. Just subbed to Anfield. You'll enjoy his channel. I do too. We have some great time. I just need a few more subs. I'm at 50 Penton TMD. Let's have a look at Penton TMD. Someone wants to post in link for Penton TMD. Pennington, sorry. Just having a look now. If I can actually spell correctly, that would help. There we go, Pennington TMD. How many you currently sit on? You're on 48. Let's get Pennington TMD up to at least 50. Come on, guys. Can't help either. Sorry, I'm already subbed to both. Just subbed to Anfield Road. Anfield Road is going places. Indeed he is. He's doing really well. So anyway, let's get on. While you're all enjoying subscribing, I'm going to just put a dab of glue around the edges to seal this down without making too much of a mess. So just a dab of glue there, 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 dab of glue there. So that will hopefully seal the base area down. I'll just put a little bit more on there actually. That should seal that into place. Just hold it there. Let's have a look. Pennington 52. There we go. You've smashed past that 50 mark, Pennington. I'm going to put some glue in that corner as well. So yeah, this is where it's a good idea to possibly have jigs. So lots and lots of, you can never put too much glue on. It's like waiting for paint dry. You're very welcome, Pennington TMD. Just looking at your channels, some old Hornby catalogues. I like the look of. In fact, there's one there I personally remember. That's going well. So we're just going to dab up that edge. Although we'll need to put some more on in a minute anyway. Whoop! Spinning you, spin me right round. I shouldn't sing really. It'll start raining. Now then, just make sure that's over there. I'm not pushing that where it shouldn't be. Okay. And just a dab there as well. Chazko, good evening. What kit are we building? We are building, and I'll show you what we're building. We're building, wait for it to rotate, we are building this kit here. This small warehouse. It's a downloadable kit available from Benton Road. A sample kit, and I fell in love with this as soon as I saw it and thought I must build that for him. Okay, so that's looking good. We're all glued down. Looking good. So, can only assume now we need to think about the doors. Now, looking at this, are these identical? Yes. I'm looking at this. These need to be trimmed down because the overlap of this overlap here, Benton, actually needs trimming back, because if you look, it actually overlaps the door. So obviously I've got to trim that back. It does look really good. Like I say, I felt as soon as I saw it, I was like, I must build that kit. Okay, so just simply trimmed off that much, and now I'm going to test fit. So not looking too, I'll get it right now. So I'm trying to do it by looking at the camera. So when it's in position, once I get that into position properly, that'll look good there. Looking at it also, I think, it won't necessarily matter on the opposite side. Yeah, on the opposite side it's actually okay. Yes, that's actually okay. So I'll show you the rear side. Oops. There we go. There's the rear. Just straighten that up. Oop. Ignore it's not straight, it's me. So that's going to go on the back of there. So they're identical doors, so it doesn't matter which you put on, front or back. Now I did put the bracing in at the top there, but I don't want to cut the bracing out, so I'm going to manipulate. I'm going to cut the top off there just to fit underneath the bracing section. So just get an idea how far down, just above the door, and how far across. Okay, so it's about that. We'll see. We can always modify it afterwards, because I need to keep the bracing in. Rather, yeah. Oh, that's perfect. That was. Couldn't have done that better if I'd done it myself. Now, looking at that, it looks like the door image is slightly too small, but that's not a problem. So, Benton, if you look at the very top of the doors, now that's flush to the floor, and the door area was cut out perfectly as marked. But you can just see there's a bit of a white line across the top there for the print, so maybe just a little bit more extra black for the tops of the doors on the print. But that's not to worry, because we can make some adjustments with that by simply just using a Sharpie. I know it might not necessarily be the same colour, but because it's such a tiniest area, I'm actually going to go around the whole edge of the door just to mask any white that might appear. Now thankfully this is actually not a very good Sharpie, so it's actually not colouring in fantastically. And also what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along the very bottom of the door to get rid of the whiteness. So just going around the edge. Just gone around the edge a bit. I want the front door, I might have it open slightly, but the back door I want to be closed. So what I'm going to do now is let's add a bit of sticky stuff around the edge. And I'm going to put a dab of it, if it'll rotate, there we go. I'm going to put a dab of it just along the bottom, just to wet the card. And a bit down the sides, there we go. And in it goes. In fact, my mistake, I put it on the wrong one. It should have been on the back. And this is where glue gets everywhere. I need a cloth. Where's my cloth? There it is. Ah! There we go. Squeeze that into position. And there we go. Job done. Back doors are in. Okay. Keep those bits. So, just going to measure. I've done that, and also need to trim off. What I might do, just adjust. Let's just have a look at that. Yeah, I'm going to just adjust. Trim that there. Yeah, that's it. Sorry, that's nothing to do with the kit, that's me. My bracing section was ever so slightly sticking below the door level. My miscalculation, so there we go. Right, while I think on, where is the windows and the door? There we go, windows and door. Okay. Stick that to a piece of card. And in fact what we'll do is the sections that we used to cut out. I could actually, yes I can. I can actually stick that to the very bottom of that. Yes, very good. Stick that to the bottom of that piece of card. Stick will stay stood up. There we go. And there we go. So that's the door done. And that should, and it does. Nicely designed. Just trim a little bit off above that window, because that's my measuring. That's better. So let me add glue and then I'll show you how that looks. That looked very good. I do like that. I'm going to do is where that's cut out. Just going to pop that back off a second. Recommend the windowsill, colour it in with a around the window. Just get a bit of black Sharpie and just colour the card around the inner edge, and preferably probably the door as well, just so you don't get the whiteness of the card. Oops. Okay, that'll do. Doesn't have to be brilliant. There we go. The window and door is in. And as you see, because I put a bit of black around the window frame, it just gives it a bit of stops you from seeing the white card around the edge. In fact, we'll do the same around this door. Now, because this pen's not brilliant, it doesn't overpaint, doesn't overcolour. So there we go, that's that. Now then, now we want to put the front door in. Now, because of the main door that's the front door that's gone in, this has to be trimmed back to fit in. I'm just looking at what needs trimming, and we need to trim a little bit back on that door edge there. I think that's enough. Soon find out. Just a fraction more. That's it. That should be enough. Yes. It's a nice tight fit. And now we need to do around my... I'll just mark that where it is. It's there. Now, you wouldn't necessarily need to do this. This is just because I've done my bracings. To give the overall thing a little bit of an extra strength. And what I'm going to do, just going to go round, like I've done with the front one. Just go round the edge, just with the Sharpie, just to give it an extra bit of black area. It just looks like a bit of oily moment, a bit of oiliness around the edge of the door. I'll show you what I've done in a moment. So, as you can see, just around the edge of the door, just giving it a bit of, it's a very poor Sharpie, but it's actually ideal because it gives it an oil effect. Just enough card there, still for gluing to the frame. And I'm actually going to stick this down to the floor. So let's stick that in. Yeah, that's gone in very good. And there we have the front door in. looking bad at all, if you ask me. Just make sure that's right into the corner. Yeah, it is. And for extra support, we go around all the inside now to strengthen it up with glue. Glue it down to the baseboard. Once we're happy that everything's in place. And while that's just drying in there, you can see that edge there. Where is it? That one there. It's just fractionally once pushing together a little bit. That will just add a little bit of glue, more glue in that corner. But we don't need to worry too much about these corners, because as is already mentioned, he has included corner stripping to hide the edges. But we'll see how well this has gone together, whether we need them. So I'm thinking we don't. So there we go. That's all now. You can see the glossiness, the glue around the inside to make it sit to the base. Quite impressed with that. Very good kit, I must admit. And you can build this a lot faster than I'm building it, because obviously I'm talking and showing you guys how it's going together. But yeah, so far fantastic. Now the roof has obviously got apex to it, and he does give a line. And what I think I should have done prior is scored the card before I glued it on. So that's my mistake. So possibly an idea is mark out the centre line, score the card so it will bend easier. But obviously I didn't do that, and I'll make some modifications for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go along the dotted line. Now this may be something of an idea for you to add, Benton, and that is because I've scored down there to do that. It doesn't look too bad, it looks actually quite good. If you wanted to give an option, you could produce another section of this roofing kit, same length, but just a small strip, just like you've done with these strips on here, the cut edging strips. Do a piece for the roof, and people maybe want to put a cover over the top maybe. Now, so the roof, what I need to do now is cut those blue triangles out, put them on card, and they're the supports for inside the roof, to make sure we've got the right apex of the roof. While I think on, let's have a look. Tip: before you put the roof on, put black marker on the underside all the way around. I've been doing that pretty much, and I'll do that. Yeah, I know what you're saying, but you need it on the paper as well, because you get the white edge of the paper otherwise. So before I do glue that down, alright, before you put the roof on, put black mark, right, yeah, so before I put it on, go around with the edge to cover the card. Just like with it all really, any bits that may be open for the eye to see, go round marking it all with a marker pen. La-di-da-di-da. There's one. You could use scissors for this as well, but knife. If you're safe enough to use a knife. If you are too young to use a knife, get an adult to do it for you. Safety comes first, sometimes, I suppose. Really, what I should have glued these to the card first. Oh dear. I'm going to try and fit these all into that piece of card. So there's a little bit of advice. Before cutting these triangles out of the paper, glue them to the card first. It would probably make things a little bit easier, but it doesn't say you have to. It might just make it that little tiny bit easier. Right, let's just place that over there to one side. So we've got 3 triangles. Can we fit all 3 into there? It's like I get krypton factor now, isn't it? Yes, we can. Right, so I'm just going to do that to all of them. There's one on. Ooh, come on. There's 2. If anyone doesn't know what the krypton factor is, it's an 80s TV show that we all loved. There we go, so we've got them all on the card. And when I say us, I mean us elderly modelers. Us elders. So there's 1. Unless you watch the reruns, that is. Good job I've not put this down with super glue, because I tell you what, my fingers would be covered in them. Okay, so we've got the 3 triangles. Let's get rid of these other little bits, or they end up everywhere mixed up. Good evening to... Oh, good evening, great Aberystwyth Station. Cheers for joining. Oh dear, his Chromebook died, Benton. Oh dear. Stick with the Windows. So, all being well, we now put these triangles in, which gives the perfect apex of the roof. So, 1 in the middle. And what I'm doing, I'm actually going to put plenty of glue. 1 there. And 1 there. Just to ensure we've got good adhesion. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. And they look right to you. I believe so. So we'll just let them dry. When they're dry, I'll add a bit more glue. When the glue's hardened. In fact, no, I'll do it now. So we'll just add a bit more glue either side. You can, because this is in way, you can put as much glue really as you want. More glue, the more solid it'll be. Just if the only problem is if you need to take it apart, more glue, the harder it is to get apart. Okay, so we'll just leave them to dry. Right, so let's have a look in chat. Let's have a look at those subbing that we were talking about. Pennington, how many have you done? 54. I'll refresh the Anfield. How are you doing? 204. Well done to you. Benton Road. Wow, you jumped up. 128 now. 136. See if we can get him up to 150 in subscribers. Remember, if you do subscribe, check out each and everyone's videos, and also give them some thumbs up. Tell them that you heard about them here at YouTube Tuesday at Barnabas Junction and you are subscribed. Make sure you click the bell and select all. So let's just refresh Pennington again. 54. Well done everybody for choosing to select them as one of your subscribers. Now, this is what I have been doing this week. If you've not seen my social media posting, the kit, the Nightwing kit, remember, it used to look like that. Well, that's the primered, the unpainted kit. So that one's still yet to be done. And that is the painted sample. Quite impressed myself with how I've actually produced this. I've never ever done anything like this before, ever. I've never done any. I've done weathering of trackside trunking, but I've never done any weathering of any kind of plastic kits or buildings. I'll tilt that up a little bit actually. So, rusty roof. You can't really see too much. Even underneath the roof, look at that. Still awaiting the lighting kits. Even done underneath. The beams. The cabinet. If you look, I've done it in like a washed green. I'm not sure on that yet. I may go back to a bit of a grey. But I am pleased with that in green. I'm trying to get it to focus instead of focusing on me. Come on. It's fine. It's trying. Oh well. So, yeah. If you haven't already, go on my Facebook page. There's 2 photographs I've posted on my Facebook page, Instagram and Twitter, of this on the layout. And it really... I'm not 100% happy with it. There's still things with it that I feel that need to be done. But it was all down to trial and error. I literally, you can even say there's a little wet patch there. That was done on purpose. I was just messing about, seeing what paints I'd got, and just basically blobbing it everywhere, wiping it off, redoing it, adding more, seeing what kind of effects I could produce. And I am the roof is definitely my favourite part of it. I really do like the roof. But yeah, I'm quite pleased. What I'll do is I'm just going to place it down. I'm just going to place it down in front of the logo. I'll just turn the camera around so you get an idea of what it looks like. There you go. Lights are a bit bright. So yeah, quite pleased with that. This imagery is not giving it proper justice. But yeah, if you check out the photographs that I posted, and the photographs are much better. We'll be going into more detail, and maybe I might actually do that one next week. And it doesn't matter if it doesn't look the same, because why would it look the same? Everything looks different. So I might run through do the other one. What do you think, chaps? Should we do it next week? We'll see how it goes. Yeah, very impressed, very pleased with how that's gone on. Oh, so a bit too high that. There we go. So just checking on everybody now, checking everyone's subbing. Well done everybody, absolutely superb. Yes, if anyone you do subscribe. How much was the kit? How much was the kit? The Nightwing kits, those two kits together were £18 posted, I think. So they worked out about £9 each. Detail, I did build the kit on one of my live streams. Go back to me, I think it was episode 2. No, sorry, episode 3. You'll see me building that kit. It was one of the. It does anyway. Have you added all the signs on your kit yet? No, I've not done them yet. I'm just waiting for it to solid up. So we'll come back to that in a moment. So the Nightwing kit, yeah, I built that up. I still haven't added the piping yet. I'm probably looking at that's going to be the next thing that I add to it. But I'm not sure if I'm going to use the pipe kit that it came with. I think it's slightly out of scale. Anfield Road there saying yes, he's live on Friday 6 o'clock. He's live streaming. Right, let's have a look. Nearly dry, but I think that's good enough. What we'll do is, as it said, we'll go around the edge of the roof, blacking it off. It helps if the pen will stay on the card. That's not the card's fault, it's me. Unsteady hand. Actually doing anything? No. Let's see if we can find another Sharpie, because that one's not actually that good at all. I've got a big thick black marker pen somewhere in one of these. Big thick black marker pen. Doo-ba-doo-doo. Never prepared. Never prepared. Got a better black marker, permanent marker somewhere. Got a better end on it for doing the edges of these kits. I can't seem to find it. Not sure where that's vanished to. I use it quite a lot, so why it's not around I don't know. Oh well, we'll have to just go with this. That's not too bad. You can, yeah, can't really tell on the camera. Just need a little bit more glue on that roof bit there. So yeah, always good to just colour the edges of the kits. This pen not brilliant, so it's not doing a proper job of it. It's just darkening it off a little bit, that's all. There we go, that'll do. What I have just noticed though, just that very tip there wants a little bit more glue on it. There we go. There we go, stuck down now. Right, so back to this. Let's place that on, see what the fit's like. That's actually very good fit. That is actually quite impressive. Right, I'm happy with that. That looks great, Jason. No mistakes. You've done a better job than me on that kit. You show me. It's your kit. So just simply now around the edge. Enough for it to glue down to. Now you could layer up the walls in certain areas to create a good ridge for the glue to bond to. So you could get pieces of card and you could literally just get them on the edge and pack it out so you create like a ridge. But I'm happy with just going straight on like that. Let's press that down. Oh, I'll give you. I was a bit concerned about the supports being at the right angle, but I can tell you now, you've got that bob on. It's Bobby Dazzle, that is. That's very good. Oh, it's just moved. Oh no, it hasn't. I thought it had. Oh, that's actually very good. And you could also adapt and get some kits. You could put like guttering up. You can get them in kits, guttering kits. I know it does actually show actually there just along that door on the print a gutter, but you could actually buy a kit and make them so you give them a 3D. Yeah. So next thing is to put some signage on. Now, you can put your own signage on. For my benefit, I probably put some DRS signage on, but as this is his kit and he does come with the signage complete with the kit, I'm going to go with the ones that come with it, and it's our Balfour BT. They are the ones that come on it. So what I'm going to do is Plus 1mm card. I presume these just glue straight. These just get straight onto card and then place in the relevant places around. We've got one large one there. In fact, they're replicating those. So I'm now looking. You've got the small sign over the top. and you've got a square sign there, which is for that one. So that one would go there. Yes, they do. You've got the larger sign, which that one can go there. And then you've got the tiny sign above the door, which you've got numerous little signs. I'll just show that one. There's one little one there. You could put some of those on. Or you could make your own signage up if you wanted to adapt it to wherever you want. And you've got one for on the back as well. So let's get some signage on. And then we'll finish off by maybe putting them on. We'll see. I think we may. Don't really want to cover that print over. I'm thinking not to. I think it looks better. Would look better without them, to be honest. What I'll do is I'll cut one of them out, because you obviously got to cut them because they're quite. Obviously, you're going to cover that print over of that gutter in there if I do one wrap, and I don't really want to be doing that. So I think I will leave those actually. But yes, we'll do the signage. We've got pieces of spare card, which we'll use. Are these long enough? I think they are. Oh yes, they're perfectly long enough. Again, with any card that you use for these signs, go round the edges of them with your black marker. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try something with what it is. So we got one. We need one big and one square one. Let's put that to one side. We'll use that square one on there. There's a smaller one, and we need a tiny one now, which we'll use from off, so we can get rid of everything else. In fact, there's two tiny ones we need, don't we? Yes. I'm wondering if I actually put one on that side as well. We'll come back to that. So we've got two tiny ones, don't we? So we've got the two tiny ones there. Now, do I do them both in below? I think we will. To keep with the colouring. So we've got one small one there. Go. Take that away. Put them to one side for a moment. Where's the large one? There it is. Does that fit there? Yes, it does. So we'll glue that down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that entire board. Stick that on. And we'll stick that one on as well. And we stick the two little ones on. Like so. So there's a signage all glued down. And we'll cut that out now. On the home stretch, Jason, you've done a fantastic job. You should be very pleased with yourself. I am very pleased with your product. Actually, very good. There's one. A very simple kit, as you can see. It's taken a little longer than it would do if you were doing them probably yourself. As we're explaining how these goes together. The little ones are a bit more fiddlier of these, as they are so tiny. In fact, let's separate that. There we go. Just wants a little tiny bit more off. There we go. So there's the one of the tiny signs. Another one. It's a little bit more card cutting off that one actually. Mistrimmed it. There we go. So, signage. Let's put it on. Now I'm actually not going to go around the edge of these. I'm going to keep these white. It's a nice fit. Ooh. Helps if I actually put a bit more glue on. Not enough glue. Plenty of glue. Make sure it sticks. Let's press that on. And one above there. Press that down. Squidgy it around. Little one. Oop, too much glue there. And on the back. There we go. Straighten that one out. So there we go. One small warehouse kit produced with plenty of spares actually as well. And as to his detailing, you can have bushes, trees, waste, rubbish, oil drums, all that sort of stuff all around the outside. It's to do as you wish. I am impressed with that roof though. I think that roof has actually come out very well. Do like that. And obviously you can weather it if you wish as well. So time now to clean up. Lids on everything, always clean up. Good workspace is a clean workspace. Okay, so how are we doing, everybody? Let's have a look. One last channel I would like to talk about before we could you email some photographs, please, for the next video? Indeed, I will, Benton. I will reply with some emails for you. I've just seen them, and I'm just checking this channel. Trying to see if I can find the channel. No. So what I'll do, let's put that down there. You can have a proper look at it. Yeah, that's better, isn't it, under the light? I could do with one of them rotating tables now. Obviously, that you don't have to have them doors at the back. You can just keep them as a plain wall. Maybe it does not have anything at the back, but as they were supplied, I've put them in. And maybe you could do something on this back wall here, maybe add more signage, things like that. Thank you very much, Tony Northeastern. Hello, thank you for joining us. So this kit, Benton Road, kit has been produced, and to me, I'm going to give this an excellent review. Actually, I'm going to say this is an excellent kit. Very, very good kit. I like it especially because the way that the boardings are done, and it gives this three-dimensional view, and as the doors are set within as well, which gives it that depth on the doorway. And yeah, I think this has got the potential of being produced into a very, very good warehouse. It's already very good. Obviously, you could probably do a bit of a better job than myself, because I've a little bit rushed it while talking to you guys. But that is solid. That's going nowhere. It's a solid build. Say that it does come with the odd little bits. The corner edging, you do come with some wraps that you can put around the edgings if you want to hide the edgings. Me personally, I like the nice square edge that it shows, and I'm good enough to. I think it's good enough to leave those off. It might look like there's a gap, but who cares? I think that looks fair. Personally, I didn't want to cover over that, because I think that's a very excellent bit of detailing on that wall, that bit of guttering. So yeah, I didn't want to cover that over. Yeah, I'm very impressed. Maybe this window and door for future, maybe Benton, maybe doing exactly the same as what you've done for those, recess them in. That might give that a bit of depth on the side, maybe, but that's you to decide. I suppose it might be simple, just leave that blank and put those windows onto a separate sheet, so we can do exactly the same as what we did with the front doors. Recess them in, because I do like that. It gives that a bit of extra. You can see the difference there between that door and window, that door and window. If someone had it on the sideways, maybe on the layout, maybe they want to do that. Yeah, I think that's come along very good. Other kits to do for you? Well, there is some others that you've produced, and I'm sure I would gladly have a look at them for you. Platform kits I'm not in need of myself, but there's nothing to say that I could build them and then maybe give these away as a prize, maybe. Talking of prizes, has everybody entered my giveaway? You have one. Actually, how long do you have? You have until this Sunday, 11 PM, to enter into the YouTube Tuesday giveaway. That is to win, if I can find it, there it is. Oh, you could win this, the Hornby Visitors Centre 10-year anniversary wagon. This is available for you to win you just go and check out the episode, detailed giveaway. I think it was episode 5, I think. Episode 6, I can't remember now. But yeah, for being in for a chance to win this, go to the channel and enter. It's free to enter. There's no charge whatsoever, and you don't have to give me any money to get extra entries. It's 1 entry per person, and can't get my words out. Entries close 11 p.m. on the 26th of July, and I will be drawing the winner live here on the 28th of July. And I believe that's a week today. So next week we will be drawing the winner of this wagon. Congratulations to everybody that has entered already so far. We've had lots of entries. How do I enter? Go to episode 6 of YouTube Tuesday on this channel. All details are there. It's really easy to enter. You don't even need to watch the whole video if you don't want to. It's 2 hours long. Just go to approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes into the video, something like that. I need to timestamp it really, and you can find your way how to enter. It's really easy, and all entries will be put into a hat, and a winner will be selected live here next Tuesday. So good luck to everybody that has successfully entered. I look forward to drawing this next week. So yeah, next week we may also have a go at weathering this again. If not, we'll be getting on with more stuff on the refueling point area. I'm getting near to the point of ballasting and hard standing around these. This is why I wanted to get these painted up. So progress is going well there. Also, good news and bad news. I've been kindly donated one of these. Ooh. I've been kindly donated. Just move that to one side. A decoder tester to test those 2 decoders that we tried to fit in recent locomotives, the Aggregate 66 and the Lima 33, 33 being the sound decoder. I can confirm that the Aggregate 66 decoder was perfectly fine and now is operating under DCC control, but unfortunately it seems that the sound decoder that I went to fit into the 33 has popped its clogs. I did briefly get it to work. It did move the locomotive, but only for a small seconds, and then the decoder got extremely hot. That hot, literally a burn fingers touch hot, and yeah, and then it never worked again. So unfortunately that decoder has gone to the holy grail of decoder graves, something like that. But yeah, good news also, we do also have, I'll just grab them. During this week, I've been going through a lot of my loco. So there's the 33 that we tried the sound decoder in. So that's been DCC readied. So that's still on DC, but it's had a harness fitted, and that's DCC ready now. And it's had a really good run around the layout. I left it running for several hours. It's really running now. It was a very poor runner, but not anymore. So yeah, that's running. Also, we have this now that is also DCC ready. A little trick that I want to show one day on one of these streams is how to make your own blanking plates for your locomotive. So say you want to fit a harness into your DC analog locomotive to make so you can put a chip in it, but you don't have the chip yet. but you don't actually have a blanking plate, I'm going to be showing in the future how to make your own blanking plates. So look out for that. And also, we do also have 37038. Again, it's had a harness fitted, and I've made a blanking plate. So this one also is now DCC ready. So we've got 3 locomotives, 8-pin fitted DRS locos, obviously, and they are now all DCC ready, awaiting decoders. I also can confirm also that the 20 has now been put back together. I spent a lot of this week just tidying up a lot of loose end jobs that have been hanging around for some time, and now this is all with its wiring all sorted out. Its sound decoder and the TTS 20 sound decoder and an ALS sound speaker was fitted. It's all been tidied up, it's all back in, and this runs really, really well. It actually runs better now than what it did as DC, which I'm very impressed with. Really, it's got some great weight to that. So I'm going to be doing on my normal videos, on my normal stream, I'm going to be doing a DRS running session, maybe sometime this week, because Saturday just gone would have been the anniversary open day of the DRS here in Crewe, but obviously due to the current climate and the showstopper, this year's event has unfortunately not taken place, which really gutted, because I look forward to it when it's the DRS open day here in Crewe. And unfortunately, I've got to wait 2 years now for the next one. I've already waited 2 years for this one, but now I've got to wait another 2 years for the next Crewe one, because they alternate it with Carlisle, Kingsmore Depot. So yeah, that's good. They did put a little tweet video out. I posted it on my channel. We have a few more vehicles out on the layout also. I'll be showing some more details on that very soon. So that's it, I think, for tonight. Again, thank you very much for Benton Road for showing us this, sending this kit over for us to produce and review. I do recommend it if you like your card kits and you like simple card kits, but ones that look really good for what you get. This is beyond really good. This is absolutely excellent. The few modifications that I think Benton might do following on from this, which, like the windows and doors at the back, producing them the same as these ones here, setting, that might be one idea for the future. But I must say, I am very, very pleased with this. It looks superb. I think it can be weathered really well, and lots of detail and area for detailing can be added, with lots of building waste materials all around, wheels, axles, bushes, that sort of stuff. Growth up walls, you can have weeds growing up the walls, all that sort of thing. And I think this is an absolutely excellent kit. This is available at the moment as a free download on the Benton Road website. Jack, if you would like to post into the group, if you're still here, your link to your website. It's a Google website, and I think there's a couple of kits on there. I'll just bring up the kits for you. Where are we? So there we go. Benton Road. Free downloadable kits today, right there for you today. Go grab yourself one of these, get some card. That's for you to download today, courtesy of Benton Road. I'm sure if those of you that haven't yet seen, the link is in here in the chat. If he's not around to post the link, and again, if someone of the other mods may be able to do it for me, that would be greatly appreciated. So thank you very much, Benton Road, for sending this kit over to build and review. Look out for maybe some more of his kits that I might be producing here on the channel in the future. So thank you very much. Right, so that's it for today. Thank you very much to everybody that's joined in. If you're wondering, I'm looking. I've got two screens with everything on. I'm just going through all the chat now. So thank you very much for every one of you for coming in tonight. CSX Wrensville, excellent bit of kit. Indeed it is. Thank you for joining. Great work, Jason. Nice kit, Jack. Indeed. Brilliant of him. Make a Royal Mail depot kit. There's one right next to Crewe Station. Yes. Well, in fact, I've got a Royal Mail depot kit. It's a wood kit over there. Don't know what to do with it, to be honest. I've been given a few ideas, but they ideas maybe for the future. It was great to see your live stream. Have to go now. Bye, everybody. That's goodbye to Tony Northeastern. Thank you for joining us. Piccadilly, Dakota Heaven. Yes, gone to Dakota, the great old Dakota Heaven. Hollybrook Junction said it was episode 6 that it was mentioned in for the competition. What does joining do? No idea. That'd be a good one, Jason. Simo's train MRS, that 33 looks great. It does. For a Lima model, I really do like it. There is one thing on it. There's a buffer missing, so I may be on the lookout for some 33 buffer, Lima 33 buffers. I also got that 4750 model as well. Yeah, it's a good little model, that is, by Hornby. Quite a rare one, I believe, as well. No problem for Aberystwyth. Wonderful kit, says Aberystwyth. Okay, Jason, great stream. Bye all, keep safe. Well done again, Chris, for winning Anthony Dodge his giveaway, his competition. Thanks for the new sub, says Anfield. Great stuff from Aberholt. Good night all from Donegal Dad. And it's Donegal, by the way. Donegal's Island. For those of you who don't know how to pronounce it, it's Donegal. I love Ireland. It's one of my favourite places. Finneton, good night all, saying night all, stay safe. Great stream, and Bill Jason, nice design. Jack, be proud. Indeed he should be. Young lad who's going into the kit building, and for one of his first kits, I've got to say that is tremendous. If his future kits are on the line of this build, I have to say he's got a good future ahead of him. So well done, Jack. And that's Jack of Benton Road. Good night, all. Jammy Dodge, Arthur Humphreys, good night. Closet Branch, good evening. Wait a minute, everyone's saying goodbye. Yes, unfortunately, we've been online 2 hours now, so it's time to say goodnight for one more week. Time flies when you're having fun. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, enter the competition. I'll be drawing it live on the stream next week here at YouTube Tuesday from Barnabas Junction. So, thank you very much, everybody, for joining me. And what's that? Great stream, Jason. ATB Stewart. ATB, 9 p.m. So, thanks again, everybody, for joining us. If you're not already subscribed, please do so. And remember to click the bell. I highly appreciate your subscriptions and do enjoy having you here as a subscriber of my channel. It's been absolutely superb to entertain you once again this week. So until next week, take care, everyone. Have a safe week. Stay safe, stay well, and remember, always keep on modelling. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.